LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 walkthrough, and this is part 2 of the final level of the game, which is called The Flaw in the Plan, which is obviously for Year 7 part 2. Wait, I said that, didn't I? Anyway, the point here is to obviously kill Voldemort so you can throw away all the magic, the evil magic that has been brought into this world and made it a very miserable place to live instead of a happy, fun-filled, use magic to solve your cat's spots problem. Life. The first thing to do will be to make a potion, of course, a explosive potion, and you're gonna need to pick up the cauldron, which you get by using Reducto on that thing over there to the right, and you can put the spider in, which is just laying around, and then the popsicle is in the troll's arm, and for the flower, you're gonna have to water the flower bed that is over here to kind of the left, but kind of to the top left, and you build the flower bed and then use Agramente in it and pick up the flower, then put it in the potion. Not only was this part in the wrong section of Hogwarts, this part also took way too long than it needed to. But there isn't really much any of us can do about that, so what you need to do is use Molly Weasley on the Weasley box and then have the rockets shoot those random debris out of your way. And there's really no point in going up there besides making Harry and Voldemort fly away. You need the Spectre Specs to be able to do anything over there, but what you can do is build this bridge over here and jump over it to the right. And of course get rid of the random annoying Death Eaters in your way. And we actually found that using Agramente to get rid of the Death Eaters was a lot easier and a lot more effective than any of the other spells were, just because if a little spray of Agramente hit them, then they would be thrown away. I guess Death Eaters are afraid of water. Anyway, just walk on over here once again, and we didn't mean to get that, but it was so painfully obvious, I guess it doesn't really matter. If any of you do miss that, I congratulate you on your nearsighted, on your tunnel vision. But since we're saving most of this game for a collectibles guide, we did not mean to get that, and that's going to be a little bit annoying that we accidentally did. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Once you get over here, just move the bridge together and walk on over to where Bellatrix is waiting for you. I like how nobody even seems to notice that Harry and Voldemort are hugging each other right behind Bellatrix. So anyway, you just need to get rid of all the Death Eaters for the first part and then do a very, very annoyingly slow duel with Bellatrix 3 times. This part was not my favorite in this game, and I really think that this took a little bit too long. Even though in the movie, the duel of Molly and Bellatrix should have been this long, but in this game, it was just too long. It's like they flip-flopped it. Even though the people of the movies have nothing to do with the people who made this game. But anyway, that's just what I think. It doesn't really matter what I think, because not like a lot of people care anyway, but you know, what's the use of being able to say your opinion if you never do. Anyway, I just needed something to ramble on about, because all that senseless rambling was only enough for 1 heart of Bellatrix, and this isn't even the end of the level. In fact, it's probably 3/4 of the way done by now. No, it's about halfway done by now. So yeah, it's a pretty long level. But as you can see, using Agramente gets rid of the Death Eaters pretty darn well, and seems to be a whole lot faster than using Reducto or any other spell that you may feel like using. and then you just have to do that one more time. And I think you can fight her as Kingsley for the first couple of duels, but maybe not the last. I don't know even if you can or not. But if you can and you want to, then do that, I guess. But just to try and keep things uniform, Scar and I decided, and when I say Scar, people are asking me, who's Scar? Scar's my brother who plays with me in this game. Scar and I just decided to do the duels as Molly, so it kind of fits with the movies and the books. You know, that's just kind of a thing that doesn't really matter at all, but, you know, I guess it matters to some people. Mattered to us enough, anyway. And then you get the character brick, which is Phew.
Huh?
Here's where you have to kill Nagini, or Nagini. I've heard it pronounced both ways, I really have no idea how it's really supposed to be. And to do that, you just have to wait for him to spit acid at you, even though in the movies and the books it was a python or an anaconda, not a venomous snake. And for some reason, right here it's a rattlesnake, but anyway, you just have to wait for it to shoot venom at you, and then you have to wait for the spiders to come down, and you have to find one that you can throw at the spider. Then you have to do that 3 times, and you'll be able to chop its head off. After a couple of times that you do that, Dementors will start showing up, and it's actually best if you switch to the Patronus charm, so you can, and that actually works on the Death Eaters and the spiders, so you can just keep casting that everywhere. And that means you don't have to keep switching spells when the Dementors do show up, and when you're not fighting the Dementors, you don't have to switch to defeat the Death Eaters or the spiders. And there's the Dementors, you just gotta shoot them, and it's really annoying trying to aim with this thing. Stupid spell. I have no idea why the spell I was casting wasn't hitting them, but either way, finally got rid of them, hit that last spider, and threw it into the snake's mouth, which you can then have to use magic on to drag its face to the ground, and then chop its head off. Here, all you have to do is hit Voldemort 3 times while playing as Harry, and it'll automatically force one of you to be playing as Harry, and then you just push the button that it tells you to push. And while Voldemort and Harry go off spinning around doing whatever it is that they do when they're not destroying Hogwarts, you just have to get rid of all the snakes and spiders and Death Eaters and Dementors that show up. And you do that 4 times, and that will be it for this level, and it for this game.
Ha ha!